Natalie Pasquarella. David is off tonight. Just moments ago, we got our first look at the man now charged with murder. This is after police say he fired gunshots Saturday into the home of Justin Wallace. News 4's Checky Beckford live now in Far Rockaway, Queens, with more on who that suspect is, Checky, and how he ended up in custody.
Well, believe it or not, Natalie, police say 29-year-old Jovan Young actually walked himself here to the 101 precinct and turned himself in this evening. Exactly why is unclear. Was he moved by those images of 10-year-old Justin Wallace, as so many people were? People here, actually strangers, came out as Young was walked away in handcuffs and yelled at him, crying, "Why did you kill him?" Of course, there was no answer from Young. He is now charged, as you mentioned, with murder, attempted murder, and criminal possession of a weapon. A promise kept. Police say the man who shot 10-year-old Justin Wallace is now off the streets. 29-year-old Jovan Young walked from the 101 precinct house in handcuffs after police say he walked himself in, turning himself into police, confessing to the senseless killing of a child. Mayor de Blasio tweeting, "If you shoot and kill in New York City, you will be caught. You will be arrested. You will be held accountable." Wallace would have turned 11 today. Strangers laid balloons and flowers at the scene of his death.
It's just heartbreaking for me, you know, and I just felt like I needed to come pay some respect to the family.
Police say Young is the person seen on surveillance video firing the fatal shot into a Queens home Saturday before fleeing in a car. Law enforcement sources say that car was a rental. Detectives questioned Young early on, who claimed he was in the car but not involved in the shooting. Sources say he even vowed to help find the shooter. But sources say surveillance video at the rental car business proved otherwise. This is the latest in a string of gun violence that's taken hold of the city. The number of shootings up 77% this year through the end of May.
Hey, folks, look at that, man. What the hell we got going on, folks? Listen, let's sit back and think about what do we got going on. 11-year-old, okay? Here it is, got shot. 29-year-old shot him over what? The fact is, because the family, they've been beefing for what, weeks, months, years, over parking space. Come on, over parking space. Here it is, all that could have been avoided over parking space. You could have that parking space. To me, I don't care if I gotta go park up the block, around the corner, to Jupiter, Mars, to Venus, just to keep my freedom. Now you got a 29-year-old guy. He lost it. He lost it. He snapped. Grab a gun. Came back and started spraying up the people. They had a little, get-together, cookout going. And here it is, you got a 10-year-old kid. His birthday was the next day, about to be 11. He lost his life. All because right now is we didn't know how to come together and come up with a positive resolution for that situation. What's wrong with us? Help me to understand. You mean to tell me over a parking space, we got to grab a gun and we got to get on some Wild Wild West stuff, pow, 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 pow. No, all that stuff got to stop, folks. Sit back and think about it. Who do we have? How many people just lost? You got this kid, 10 years old, lost his life, gone, didn't even start to live, okay? And then you got the family, got to mourn the loss of this kid. And then you got this individual, 29 years old, okay? He snapped, he lost it. He went way and beyond what he's supposed to have done over what? I don't care, folks. When you keep arguing, you keep going back and forth, you go tick for tack, sooner or later you feel you got a point to prove. I told you not to park there or whatever. I told you I need that parking space. Come on. It's a parking space, folks. We losing our life over a parking space. We losing our life over materialistic things. We losing our life because, once again, we don't love each other. We don't care about ourselves. We don't care about our freedom, our fresh air. Come on, folks. Violence is not always the answer. Okay? Let me repeat that. Violence is not always the answer. Anytime weapon is involved, guess what's going to happen? You know, you get that forced sense that I can do this. Do what? You didn't mean to shoot the kid. You just start shooting. And when you start shooting, guess what? Bullets don't have no name on it. Bullet do not have no GPS. Okay, here it is right now. I'm about to fire this gun, and I want this bullet to hit Billy Bob over there. And I want this bullet to hit Tom over there. I want this bullet to hit Mike over there. I want this bullet to hit Jack over there. No. When you start shooting, guess what happened? And those bullets start coming out. Bullets don't have no name. Bullets do not have no name. Bullets do not have no GPS. Bullets do not have no direction. But the difference right now is we as human beings, we have direction. We have guidance. We have the ability to think, knowing what to do and what not to do. In this type of situation, regardless, here it is. We got two losers. We got the kid that lost his life, 10 years old. And we got this gentleman, 29. Guess what? He lost his life. Because once again, what's going to wind up happening to him? Okay, here it is. He's going to go to trial. He's going to get what, 25 to life or 25 years? He's not going to be eligible for the parole until he's 54. And chances are, regardless of what, he might be a model prison. The difference is the parole board most likely still going to hit him. Come on. So who's the winner? It's no winner, folks. Listen, my name is Glaze Gibbs. I was once the problem. Now what I'm seeking to do, how did I use my past transgression to get people to understand, guess what? That's not the way. There's no shortcut in life. You know what? I used to be in love with that materialistic thing. I used to be in love with the guns. I did everything in my life from A to Z. It's only because of the grace of God that I'm free, that I'm able to express my story as a learning tool that gets these kids to understand crime doesn't pay. Crime doesn't pay. Rest in peace to the young man and his family. May his soul rest in peace and the spirit be lifted. And praying for the community, praying for people in general. You know what I'm saying? Hey, my deepest, regards to that guy. Because guess what? He got to deal with this for how many years? And is it worth it, folks? It's not. Hey, hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Thank you for joining me. My name is Glaze Gibbs.